You're gonna absolutely fall in love with the cilantro lime dressing. It's a very light cilantro lime vinaigrette recipe that uses staples like garlic, lime, and fresh cilantro that you'd expect in some of your favorite Mexican dishes. Well, I love to throw this on pasta salad, so let me show you how to make it so you can use it to make your own light cilantro lime vinaigrette for salads, or so you can make a chicken marinade, or however else you want to enjoy this super easy Mexican style dressing. Here we go. So the first thing that's going to happen here is that some roasting of garlic is going to go on, and this is a really important step because I think that garlic that's raw is super bitter, and this really makes those roasted caramelized flavors come out of the garlic. So what you do is add olive oil and minced garlic to a small pan on the stove on medium heat, and you're going to want to stay near that pan so you can stir the garlic as it roasts. Now, it's going to roast in that olive oil very quickly. You're only going to leave it on there for about 1 to 2 minutes, and once the garlic is translucent, and definitely before the garlic browns, take the garlic off the heat because, well, obviously you're taking the garlic and the olive oil off the heat, but you want to take all of that off of the heat because you don't want to leave the garlic oil for the dressing on a burner that's still hot. So I would rest it on a trivet or on a different burner that is cool. Now, I love to use fresh lime juice for this simple cilantro lime dressing because, well, it's definitely a Mexican flavor salad dressing. So you gotta have fresh lime in there, and I prefer to use fresh lime over any sort of store-bought, already juiced. I mean, just buy the lime. They're like 50 cents. So anyways, I love to mix in the garlic oil with the fresh lime juice. It's one of the most like fragrant parts of this recipe, and then it's going to come with that cilantro. But first you have a couple other ingredients to add in. So you need to add the champagne vinegar. If you don't have champagne vinegar, you could just use another white wine vinegar, but champagne vinegar is a really lovely light flavor. Then you need some spices. This isn't a too spicy recipe. It definitely has a little bit of heat from chili powder and chipotle powder, but it's a really tasty Mexican vinaigrette that isn't overpowered by spice at all. And then just a little salt and pepper, and all of that gets whisked together in the bowl. Now, just a quick reminder that I make a ton of super easy recipes, and I post them to the Sit Bite Go channel on YouTube every week. So subscribe to the Sit Bite Go channel here on YouTube to get my latest videos of tasty food you're gonna love. So the cilantro lime dressing comes together really quickly. All you do at the end is add in the fresh chopped cilantro, which I love getting from my kitchen herb garden, and I'll leave a link for that below so you can check out how to get a kitchen herb garden started for yourself. Having delicious herbs to cook with to make these Mexican dishes or Mexican salads or Mexican pasta salads has been so helpful, and it helps us eat really well here at home. Especially being new parents, we just want to eat like the foodies we are. So anyways, I'm going to show you just really quickly how I use this dressing on one of my favorite pasta salads. Well, I have quite a few different favorite salads. You know, I like making these in all different flavor combinations, but one of my very favorite is to use all sorts of Mexican flavored ingredients like the cilantro, lime, garlic, and the spices, and then put them together with a bunch of vegetables. Now, my husband and I work from home, so we love having these flavorful things to just grab out of the fridge whenever we're hungry or we need a lunch. And actually, the baby eats now, so, well, he was eating always, but the baby's eating real food now. So to have something like this, minus the spices, you know, I'll take out some of the tortellini and the carrots and cilantro and things, but not put in the spices for him. But anyways, it's just really simple to have these at home to eat. So I hope that you've learned how to make a super simple vinaigrette using cilantro. It's definitely an easy recipe, and you can make it and have it for days to come. Just leave it on the counter because if you put it in the fridge, the olive oil is going to harden. Well, until next time, I hope you have a wonderful and delicious day. Don't forget to check out another Sit Bite Go recipe, and make sure to subscribe to the Sit Bite Go channel on YouTube. Cheers!